Here, can you just describe the excitement and reaction being here?
Yeah, man, it's fun. It's a lot. It's not much of a break, but it's definitely a great accomplishment. I'm having a good time, especially with Domas being here. So
now there's 4 Kings representatives here, you know, from the 3-point contest, Rising Stars. What does it mean just to have 4 here? What does that mean for the, you know, just to see the Sacramento?
Yeah, man, especially with it being 4 of our starters. I think it's just a testament to what we've done this year. I think there's still a lot to go, but I think it's really big for the organization for sure, and for the city. I mean, just about every single event has a Sacramento King in it, so it's definitely great. And I want guys to enjoy this weekend because once we get back, we're hitting the ground running.
Does he take some pressure off your shoulders for having a first time out here?
Domas? Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's told me what to expect. Obviously, I've been here for like the rookie stuff twice, but it's an entirely different animal when you're an all-star. So I definitely kind of know what to expect.
Can it be overwhelming at all?
I don't know if I would say overwhelming. It's always great because you got guys like him, Jokic back there, so they take most of the pressure. So I'm chilling. I don't have much to do.
How does it compare to your expectations of what you thought coming in?
I think a lot of it has definitely met expectation. Being around and actually seeing it before, not necessarily being through it, but seeing it happen, has definitely kind of prepared me for it.
What do you think it's going to be like on Sunday when you step on the court for the actual All-Star game?
Well, truth be told, I hope I don't play that much. Domas told me that he's expecting me to be doing dunks and stuff. I don't know how much that's going to happen. I'm not 19 or 20 anymore where I just wake up and can go between the legs. So, but I'm definitely hoping to go out there, have fun, and enjoy myself.
Jared, what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, real or can it be
Anything.
I would say like a phoenix.
I don't know.
Nah, it's never been a fox. I feel like for like my son, it could be a fox, but not me. Nah. Yeah, man, it's been fantastic. Obviously, we lose a lot of sleep. He's not like walking around here or anything. He's back at the hotel with his grandmother, but it's definitely great that he'll be able to experience this. And obviously, he won't remember, but he'll get to see his pictures.
What did you think of Keegan last night?
The best trash talker in the NBA, probably Pat Bev. Favorite road city, man. I think it got to be like. I'm not gonna count Houston. I'm from Houston. I'm also not gonna count New Orleans. I was born in New Orleans, so it'll probably be like. I'm also not gonna do like the cliche Miami, New York, LA. I would say like either Portland or Charlotte.
What'd you think of Keegan last night?
He didn't do anything.
Right.
He got mad at us for saying he don't have a bag. I told him that he got to work out with me this summer. Hold on, we got. And I know you. You know it's crazy. I didn't know you went to Rice. Yeah. So smart guy. Who's gonna win the dunk contest tonight? I'm not gonna say Trey Murphy. It will be a good answer. I'll say Jericho Sims.
Okay. That one has some on, but anyway.
Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Like who I like more? I'll probably listen to Drake more. Just a little more versatile. Yes, sir. A lot of super teams. Yeah. Who would I add? I would probably add Asia. That's another lefty on the team. It's like having another Domas, honestly. So yeah, I would add Asia. No, I would not be Nah, I wouldn't be supportive of that either.
One guy other than yourself you would like to see win a title?
One guy
other than you.
Other than me. Wow. I'm not gonna say Domas. I'm not gonna say anybody on my team. I would say probably Trae Young.
You said you may not be dunking as much because you're not as young as you used to be, but if you can posterize any player here tomorrow in the All-Star game, who would it be?
If I could posterize any player, probably Domas if we're not on teams together. Yeah, definitely.
If you're stranded on a desert island, who's the one teammate you want there with you?
Stranded on a desert island? Probably want Keegan. Yeah, because I get Keegan to like crack jokes and stuff. So Keegan will be a fun person to have on island.
Are you
Minimum number of games that you should have to play to win like MVP or first team all this?
Minimum number of games. You said to be like an all-star?
No, not for all-star, but for like MVP, first team all.
I definitely think around like 65-ish, something like that. I don't know the percentage of 65 to 82. So I don't know that percentage.
You're being your first All-Star this year. Congratulations. Are you sharing a message to all the fans who are supporting you all on this journey in China?
Yeah, man, I appreciate everyone, especially the people who voted for me. The people who have followed me, through my college career up until now, I'm extremely appreciative of it.
Were you not impressed with the game winner from Keegan?
No. That was the only shot he made. And then it was the game winner to go to the next round, then he didn't score the next game. So it was a good step back. We work on that. We work on that.
He said he was expecting Domas to go out and get a triple-double in that game.
Since he was on him, yeah. I'm not expecting all of that. Domas won't be playing the way that Domas plays when he's playing with us. So we just expect to have fun.
You mentioned like not wanting to play a lot. Do you guys get together as a group and go, all right, this guy's got to go for MVP as like a collective Western? Like maybe it's Dame, maybe it's some of the older guys.
I would say that it hasn't happened yet, but I also think because like teams aren't together yet that it hasn't happened. So I don't know. I'm not shooting for MVP. So if someone wants to go out there and win MVP, they can have that. I'm ready to be back with the team and get ready to play.
De'Aaron, when you think of the big picture, what this means for the Kings, you have so many guys here, your happiness and losses, extension down the road, like how significant is this season and this
I mean, I think it's big just because you don't want this to just be a one-off. You don't want this to be the only year that this happens. So it's great that this is the first year that it happens, but we kind of want to make this an annual thing. And for us, it's just we want to continue to be productive. And then once you step back out there, and that's for years to come. I mean, we have only one guy that's in a rotation that's in his 30s. So this could definitely be something that happens down the future.
Can you get input from organizations in this position to springboard and to keep building?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, whenever you have a relatively young team like we do, you're trying to make the playoffs and get into the playoffs and then get that type of experience. I think that that's when you set up a lot of success down the line.
De'Aaron, piggybacking off of that, how far off did this seem during the darkest days in Sac, where you've got 4 starters represented here at the All-Star game? How far off did this seem when things were as bad as
I don't know if I ever thought that it would ever happen like the way that it is now. But I mean, it's all about being patient, man. It's hard to win in this league. Most players go through this type of thing. Someone like Donovan and JT didn't go through something like this, but for the most part, players go through not making the playoffs for some years and then getting there down the line. So for me, I don't think it's anything out of the norm. I think it's just out of the norm because Sacramento wasn't in the playoffs for 11 previous years before I got here. So I definitely don't think this is something that's not normal.
Having your taste of All-Star Weekend, could you picture something like this in Sacramento?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it could happen. I mean, we're staying like 40 minutes away from here, so at least in Sac, you won't have to be that far away. So, no, I definitely think that Sacramento will definitely get an All-Star game, and it won't be this cold. So, that'll make it a little bit better. Most memorable bucket of my career, probably the Orlando game winner this year. I mean, I've made a lot of big shots, I feel like, throughout my career, and even just through this season alone, but I think that one, just the way that it happened, is definitely probably the most memorable one for me, at least.
Well, it's this media day circus where people ask their favorite animal and all these questions. Is that part of the fun, or is that part of the grind of this?
Nah, that's part of the fun, man. You pretty much know that it's going to happen, so you really just have fun with it, and then just having someone like Trey come up here and ask a question about the dunk contest that he's in, you know that those type of things are going to come up. So I think it's all fun and games for us.
De'Aaron, I come from Greece, and in these days, your assistant Jay Triano is in Greece watching a player called Vesenkov, whose rights belong to the Kings. Have you ever watched this guy? Do you know him?
You know, I've actually looked at a film of him, and it's funny because I tell Keegan this a lot, and I'm like, Keegan, if we want to win the championship at some point, you know, either you're going to be one of those guys, or we're going to find one of those guys. Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of like it's an extremely like wing-based league where most of the time, you know, the better teams have, you know, one of the better wings in the league. So being able to see someone like him play and what he's done in the Euro League is crazy, and it's just how efficient that he's playing. Obviously, we would love for him to come over and just add to our team. You know, I feel like you can never have a team that's too deep.
So you think that he could be a good fit on the court for you?
I think he would be a great fit. I've seen where he doesn't dribble a lot. He's a guy who can play out of the short, out of the mid post. He shoots the ball extremely well. For one, if you can shoot the ball well in this league, there's a spot for you. Some team, there's going to be, especially where you're 6'7", 6'8", and you can shoot the ball, there are a lot of spots for you in this league.
Peja Stojakovic also played in Greece. You had him in the front office. What advice Peja gave you?
Oh, man. One is just continue to be patient and continue to try to control your game. Like I said, when you're one of those guys that can shoot the ball, you probably don't have to be super athletic. You don't have to be super fast. Like I said, there's always going to be a spot for you because you can shoot over people. People aren't just blocking your shot. And two, you could be a spot-up shooter to where you're playing off of a player that's really good. So it's just shooting has always been a big part of it.
Have you seen his son?
Your phone, laptop, video game console.
Say again?
Start benching your phone, laptop, video game console.
Video game console's getting cut because I don't play on a video game console at all. I play on a PC. So.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. So I would say start my PC, bench my phone, cut whatever console you want, whatever console you want to pick.
What are you playing right now?
I've been playing Hogwarts a lot.
Like it?
I love it actually. Yeah, I love it.
Kieran, you guys had a lot of rebuilding years, and you got to kind of now see that. How tough was it when you go 3, 4, 5 years to kind of keep seeing that light at the end of the tunnel and keep working hard?
Man, I think it was a lot because you could have a good game and then you're going home and you're probably lost. So it's like that game didn't even matter. So for me, it was always just staying patient, just knowing that at some point it was going to turn around. And I think our front office has done a great job of what they built in the city so far.
Is it fun for you to come here and like you come in here and all these other people here are talking about the Kings again and the prosperity of something that could be really, really good and bright future, and obviously been one of the storylines of the league in this early season. What's that kind of feel like?
I think it's exciting, but for us or for me personally, I want it to just be like a staple. I want it to be something that's not surprising, or you're just used to seeing people talk about the Kings. So yeah, it's great that it's happening for the first time, but we want to do something and we want this to be consistent.
Physically, how many thoughts on Tyrese becoming an All-Star this year?
Yeah, man, I think pretty much everybody knew that he would be a guy that could average 20 to 10. He's doing that. He's leading them. They're a really good team before he got injured. But I think that this is something that was pretty much expected. We knew that what he could do with his own team. And I think it's worked out for the best for everyone. I look over his dumbass sitting right there. So it's worked out for the best.
Have you thought about the idea that you guys potentially taking for his teammates again?
Not necessarily. I think it's funny because whenever it happened to like KD and Russ, like it was a big deal, or like LeBron and Kai when it happened. I don't think us players are like looking because. Yeah, we're teammates on the court, but like we're not playing like a serious game, so like you're not really thinking about it like that.
Yeah,